My dear students and friends, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Nadeem Academy. So far we talked about the demand, law of demand, individual market, determinants, shift in the demand. We talked about everything. Let me ask you one question. What was the statement of law of demand? Yes, law of demand stated that if price increases, quantity demand decreases, vice versa. There was inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. So when price increases, quantity demand decreases, but how much? So law of demand is not going to tell you how much exactly the quantity demand changes or reacts with respect to the price. So what to do? We need to go and calculate it through elasticity. So elasticity is the concept by which will be able to understand exactly how much the quantity demand will react or change with respect to the change in the price. So what is elasticity? Elasticity is actually the sensitivity of quantity demanded with respect to the price. If I increase price by 10%, how much? 20%, 30%, or 0% will change will occur in the quantity demand, right? That is elasticity. Now we need to understand three things regarding the elasticity. Keep in mind, you look at this complete chart, you'll find out the types of elasticity. I've categorized it in three ways so that it'll be easy for you to understand this. There are some types of the elasticity, then degrees of elasticity, and formulas to calculate the elasticity. So it's quite simple. When I ask the students to go and calculate what are the types of the elasticity, students give me the answer that these are the types of the elasticity, like perfectly elastic, more elastic, less elastic, etc. But remember, types of elasticities are price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand, point elasticity of demand, and arc elasticity of demand. These are the 5 different types of elasticity. So based on these types, we calculate the degrees of elasticity. So what are the degrees? Now remember, again, there are 5 degrees of the elasticity. These 5 degrees of the elasticity may go with anyone, like price. If I'm calculating the price of elasticity of demand, I'll calculate all these 5 degrees. If I'm calculating the income elasticity of demand, it is not necessary I go and calculate all these 5 degrees of elasticity. So what are the degrees of elasticity? Look at this. The degrees of elasticity are perfectly inelastic. When you are going to calculate the elasticity and you get the answer 0, that will be considered as perfectly inelastic. Then comes less elastic or inelastic. It is when you calculate the elasticity become greater than 0 but less than the 1. So remember one thing, yardstick is 1, whether above 1 or less than 1. So first one was 0, second one greater than 0 but less than 1, that is inelastic or less elastic, and the third degree of the elasticity is unitary elastic. So unitary word quite easily means equal to 1. When I calculate the elasticity and I get the answer 1, that will be considered as unitary elasticity. It means I'm increasing actually the price by 10%, so the quantity demanded changes by 10% exactly. So I'll get 1 answer. So that is unitary elastic. Then comes more elastic or elastic demand. So when I calculate it and I get the answer greater than 1, for example, I got the answer 1.5, 1.2, 1.4, whatever, greater than 1, that is considered as more elastic or elastic demand, right? So it means if I increase 10% of the price, quantity demand decreases by 20%. It means the quantity demand is sensitive or reacts in a greater proportion than the price. This is more elastic or elastic demand. Then finally we have perfectly elastic demand. When I calculate this perfectly elastic demand, I'll get the answer infinity. So these are the actually 5 different degrees of elasticity, right? Now I told you 5 types of elasticity, 5 degrees of elasticity, and there are 3 formulas to calculate all these types and the degrees of elasticity. What are these formulas? It is not necessary that all these formulas go with everyone. It's not necessary. So what are the formulas? First method is percentage method. Look at these formulas. The first method is percentage or proportionate method. So what is the formula? Percentage change in quantity demand divided by percentage change in the price, right? So I'll show you how to calculate this one as well. Second formula is called total expenditure or outlay method. So the formula is price into quantity. Third formula is geometric or point method, and the formula is lower segment divided by upper segment. So dear students, I told you regarding the types of elasticity, degrees and the formulas. My dear students, I hope you understand this initial concept of the elasticity. Like this video, share and comment on this video, and subscribe my channel for upcoming videos, Nadeem Academy. Thank you very much.